सिंघानिया जी के लिए जोरदार तालियां everyone. Come on. Keep the applauses going. That's a man walking with a legacy of 100 years on his shoulders, everybody.
Distinguished guests, friends who've come from all over the world, family that's come from everywhere, esteemed partners, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on this special occasion to mark a milestone that is rare in business and precious in nationhood. Raymond is a story of resilience and the one that upholds the identity of our potential as a nation to be the best in the world. And while we celebrate 100 years of Raymond, tonight I would like to tell the story of two threads, the Raymond story and the India story. They have traveled together for 100 years. God willing, we will travel together for centuries. We began humbly in 1925 as a small woolen mill near Thane. We made coarse blankets. It was in India that was still unfree. But hope had never already begun to rise. The spirit inside the mill was simple. Work hard, weave the best quality fabrics, keep faith in the future. We have always believed that India enterprise has the ability to stand shoulder to shoulder with the best. That belief, guided by discipline and courage, scripted every decade thereafter. We scaled the sophistication. As India moves towards independence, a new immigration shape was taking place. It was the idea of self-resilience, of building capacity within our borders. Raymond was part of the movement. The company supplied India's spun fabric to a generation that wanted to reclaim its rich heritage. It was quite but powerful contribution towards the Swadeshi spirit. The decades after 1947 were the years of nation building. Roads, dams, factories, school, all symbols of a young republic finding its feet. Raymond grew alongside this journey. From woolens to worsted fabric, it became a name that traveled with India's professionals, its students, its soldiers. In every boardroom and classroom, one could see this imprint of a nation on a company rising together. In 1958, we opened our first exclusive retail shop at King's Corner in Ballard Estate. It was more than a store, it was a beacon. An India brand that was ready to meet the world at par of quality, design, and service, all under one roof. The concept was indeed way ahead of its time that reflected the progressive approach of a brand. It is this thought wherein we kept divided in terms of recall, which is bigger and better than we could have ever imagined. The decades that followed were years of building. New plants, new capabilities, new blends, new brands. We have evolved from a fabric company to a fashion company. From looms to labels, the complete man stood only for style but sensitivity. It changed how India saw the modern Indian gentleman. It humanized aspiration. It made quality a value, not a price point. From 300 rupees a meter to 10 lakh rupees a meter, Raymond is still for everyone. By widening our canvas beyond India, we took Indian craftsmanship to the world. Today, suits and garments crafted with Raymond fabrics are worn by several customers across many geographies. Also being a white label manufacturer of high quality garments, we export to the US, UK, and Japan, amongst other countries. We compete on product quality, but most importantly, we win on trust. But the heart of Raymond Journey is not a portfolio of products. It is the innovation that we bring in it. In every developmental phase of India, we adapted. In the years of licensing constraints, we learned to be resilient. In the years of reform and opening, we learned to hold. In crisis, we learned to be calm. In recovery, we learned to be fast. The 90s brought liberalization. India opened its markets to the world. For Raymond, this was an opportunity to take Indian textiles global. Our fabrics began to reach over 55 countries. This was not just a business expansion. It reaffirmed that products that made in India could be the best in the world. Today, we are one of the world's largest integrated manufacturers of worsted suiting fabrics. We are at the forefront of global luxury as well. The iconic Super 250s is the world's finest suiting fabric made from 11.4 micron wool, crafted from an exclusive wool lot, won in a global auction. Only 60 suit lengths could ever be made. While we consistently set new global benchmarks every other day, the road hasn't always been easy for us. The last few years have been a test for all of us. The pandemic disrupted supply chains, retail, and mobility. It also birthed a deeper question. What do we do when the wind turns? Our answer was clear. We simply focus and we simply build. We sharpened our portfolio. We exited where others could do better. We doubled down where India needed us more. We placed bets on three big pillars: lifestyle, real estate, and engineering with precision. Each pillar serves a national purpose. Each pillar embodies jobs, skill, and long-term value. Let me begin with the real estate. In 2019, many people asked a straightforward question. A fabric leader building homes, can Raymond do it? We answered by handing over 900 rooms from our first project, the 10X Habitat, 2 years before the RERA deadline. From Thana to other strategic locations of the MMR, we have grown rapidly. Our success was born of discipline and execution and empathy for the customer. To justify affordable luxury at scale as a formula we designed with purpose, constructed with rigor, honored commitments. This is how trust is built in the Indian real estate segment. Our possession letter at a time, one family at a time. The focus has also led us to unlock value for shareholders. We undertook to demerge so each business can stand on its own feet, attract the right capital, and be judged on its own merits. Our lifestyle business was listed last year. Our reality business has followed the same path, giving investors a clear view of performance and prospects. It is good governance, it is good economics, and it is good for India's progress. Moving on to engineering. Precision is patriotism in manufacturing. It is not only about tolerances, it's about trust in mission-critical parts. We strengthened our engineering vertical with Ring Plus Aqua and JK Files over the years. We then took a decisive step into the sunrise sectors of aerospace, defense, and EV components. With the acquisition of a majority stake in many precision products in 2023, we created an engineering platform ready for the next 25 years. It serves global OEMs. It brings high technology jobs to India, and it aligns with the Make in India strategic self-reliance. The platform is now organized for speed. You will now see a consolidated precision engineering company. You will also see a focused aerospace entity. The structure is international. It lets each unit scale up, invest, and compete where it most matters. It lets each unit, excuse me. Lifestyle remains our soul. It is where the brand lives. It is where culture meets commerce. We will continue to innovate fabric to lead fashion. We will continue to expand retail in Bharat's growth corridors. We will continue to export Indian designs to the world. This is not nostalgia, this is growth engine. It is a multiplier of the MSME suppliers, logistic partners, and retail jobs across the country. When I look at these three pillars together, I see one theme: nation building through enterprise. Homes create dignity, safety, and wealth for families. Precision engineering creates resilience in supply chains and capability in defense. Lifestyle creates pride in how India dresses and presents itself to the world. Together, through these businesses, we create formal employment, skilling, and tax revenues. The flywheel powers growth, the growth powers opportunity. Today, India speaks of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India. These are not slogans for us. They have been our lived reality for a century. From supplying blankets to the army, to contributing to aerospace and defense, Raymond has always believed in building at home for a nation. Our story is, in many ways, a mirror to the story of modern India. Let me share one more thread that matters deeply to me: education. Education is the most durable form of nation building. Education empowers you to leverage opportunity. Through our Gautam Singhania Global Schools and our digital initiative called Singhania Quest Plus, we have supported learning at scale. Our dream is simple: to enable 1 lakh Indians to learn every year. It is an ambitious number. We will pursue it with discipline through stewardships of institutes that serve the community. Our teams have also taken on the responsibility of managing additional schools in partnership with the TTD, Tirupati Temple, and we are deeply conscious of that trust. This is how we build capability at the grassroots level. This is how contributing to our nation while widening the circle of opportunity. Raymond also engages with the faith and culture. We are supporting the building of a Tirupati temple in Navi Mumbai. It is a symbol, a community of tradition in a modern city. It is a place for the community. It is a reminder that India's growth is material and spiritual at once. Let me return to the beginning. We started with blankets. We now work with some of the world's finest fabrics. We started with domestic retail. We now serve consumers across the borders. We started with looms and mills. We now deliver homes, make precision gears and machine aerospace parts to exacting global standards. We got here by doing 3 things. First, we made quality a habit, not a choice, a habit. Second, we took a long view. We invested through cycles, we built in downturns, and we scaled in recoveries. Third, we kept our word to customers, to partners, to bankers, to investors, to employees, to regulators, to society. Let me offer a small analogy from a personal passion of mine, racing. A race is not won only on the straights. It is often won in the corners. Anybody can go fast in a straight line. The brave and the skilled gain in the turn. In business, reforms are like the straits. Everybody can accelerate when the headwinds drop. But when the corner comes, a crisis, a supply shock, a policy change, that is when judgment matters. That is when the driver must read the track, the tires, and the timing. That is when you decide whether to attack, defend, or conserve. Over the last 5 years, India went through many corners. We chose our lines carefully. We braked when we had to. We put our foot down when the track opened. We gained positions without swapping our principles. That is how you finish races. That is how you build companies. I want to speak to you now about the stakeholders in the room. To our government leaders, thank you for a policy environment that rewards investment and formalization. We value the emphasis on infrastructure, manufacturing, and the ease of doing business. To our channel partners, most of you have worked with us across generations. You believed in our new formats. You opened stores in new towns. You carried inventory when the world was uncertain. You stayed close to the customer when supply chains were disrupted. You are our ambassadors in every city and every district. Thank you. To our bankers and investors, you stood with us in difficult times and difficult cycles. You asked the right questions. You pushed us to focus. You backed us on our restructuring. You gave us the confidence to list units separately so each can be discovered and value created. To our suppliers and MSME partners, you are the backbone of our operations. Your quality is our quality. Your delivery is our delivery. To our employees and shop floor champions, you are Raymond. You make the fabric, you cut the gear, you pour the concrete, you ship the order, you stand at the counter with a smile. You train the next troop, you keep Raymond brand promise and alive and deliver in every single day. Thank you. To our customers, old friends and new, you choose us when you could have chosen others. You forgave us when we stumbled. You returned when we made it right. We don't take the loyalty for granted. We promise to earn it every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at a piece of fine suiting, you first notice the sheen, then you notice the fall, then you notice what gives it life is the weave. The weave is many threads crossing the purpose under tension and balance. Raymond is proud to have been one of those threads woven intricately with India for a century. We are here now when confidence is high, and then the world is looking for India for leadership in growth, manufacturing, and innovation. Some companies measure themselves by quarters. We measure ourselves by generations. We have been privileged to be part of your families and 4 generations. As we celebrate 100 years, I know exactly what your founder would ask of us. Stay humble, stay hungry, keep quality and excellence at the soul, and win trust. Keep promises sacred. Keep India at the center of your plans. I will end with one last thought from the track. Races are won with a team. The driver gets the podium. The team gets the result. To everyone here who has been part of our race, thank you. To those joining us now, welcome. To our competitors who push us to be better, we respect you. To young people watching tonight, this is your century. Own it, build it, and savor it. 100 years ago, a small mill by a creek placed a quiet bet. on India. Tonight, we'll renew that bet with more conviction, capability, and care. May the next 100 years be worthy of the first 100. May they be worthy of a prosperous India. Thank you very much.